Matías, Bombal, your KSCH-TV movie host with you. I certainly hope you're enjoying Gene Simmons and Gregory Peck in the 1958 classic, The Big Country. And speaking of countries, this is just about any foreign country in any scary old Universal horror movie. Some of the great ones were right from these very streets, like 1931, Dracula. And, of course, Boris Karloff came through here as the Frankenstein monster, chased by a mob right through that very gate. Flames were going... You know, I'm kind of scared up here on this ledge. I feel like these monsters are still here. And, you know, you can experience that if you come and pay a visit to Universal Studios Hollywood, because they'd be delighted to take you through, and you can see the magic of the movies in person. So pay them a visit when you come down. You can get just as scared as I am up here. And speaking of scary stuff, some of the scary movies that were here, Phantom of the Opera, the 1943 version with Claude Rains, Frankenstein, you name it. They all came from here. And now, back to our movie, The Big Country, with Gene Simmons and Gregory Peck. Have you seen any monsters? I think I have, and I'm just a little nervous being here at Universal Studios Hollywood. I certainly hope you're enjoying our movie tonight, The Big Country, the 1958 classic with Gene Simmons and Gregory Peck. You know, this is the very street where all of Universal's great horror movies came from. Frankenstein, Dracula, the 1943 Phantom of the Opera with Claude Rains. You remember in Frankenstein where Boris Karloff was chased through this very gate with an angry mob with torches behind him? Some great movie moments have come here, and you, too, can experience this very wonderful set by paying a visit to Universal Studios Hollywood and going on the back lot of old Carl Laemmle's Universal Studios. Anyway, we hope that you certainly enjoy our movie tonight with Gene Simmons and Gregory Peck, The Big Country. You haven't seen any monsters, have you? I think I have. This is Matías Bombal, your movie host, and you know, I hope you're enjoying Gene Simmons and Gregory Peck in 1958 classic The Big Country tonight, but I'm just a little nervous because all of Universal's great horror movies came from this very set. They're European streets. I mean, great stuff like, well, Boris Karloff as the Frankenstein monster. He went charging through this gate, trying to avoid an angry mob of people with torches coming up right behind him, waiting to destroy him on some obscure windmill located in some part of this very interesting country. Like The Big Country, these sets doubled from many countries. It was Paris, France, when the 1943 version of the Phantom of the Opera was made with Claude Rains. And, of course, who can forget Bela Lugosi as Dracula? All those monsters marched through here and march terror into our hearts from Universal Studios Hollywood. And when in Hollywood, give them a visit and you can experience the magic of movies yourself. And now, back to The Big Country on KSCH. Matías Bombal, your KSCH-TV movie host with you, and I certainly hope you're enjoying The Big Country with Gene Simmons and Gregory Peck. You know, this is how I'm getting back to Sacramento next week to be in the KSCH studio, because that's when I'm going to bring you the movie Stagecoach with Anne Margaret and Bing Crosby. It's a remake of the original classic from 1939, and this stagecoach was used in that film. Anyway, it's been great being here in Hollywood, especially at Universal Studios Hollywood and all the great locations, and here is the conclusion of The Big Country.